Welcome to the Orange Power Studio update. My name is Justin Arney. Breaking news out of Minnesota: a three-team trade sent NBA All-Star center Karl-Anthony Towns to the New York Knicks. The Timberwolves receives Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, and a first-round pick. The third team, the Hornets, received multiple Day 2 picks and 3 G League players. Moving over to the NFL, we head down to Atlanta for Thursday Night Football, where the Falcons hosted the Buccaneers in what ended up being an overtime thriller. The Falcons kicked things off in their opening drive with a touchdown pass from Kirk Cousins to Drake London, taking the 7-point lead to start the game. Then early in the second quarter, Cousins connected with Darnell Mooney for a touchdown, putting the Falcons back on top 14-10. Then the Buccaneers would take a 24-17 lead heading into halftime after Baker Mayfield connected with his former OU teammate Sterling Shepard for a touchdown in the third quarter. The third quarter was quiet on offense for both teams, adding just a field goal, with the Buccaneers leading 27-20 heading into the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, the Falcons, with just 1 second left, managed to send the game into overtime on a 52-yard field goal attempt from Younghoe Koo. In overtime, the Falcons wasted no time, as Cousins connected with KhaDarel Hodge for a 45-yard touchdown to secure the 36-30 victory. A thriller in Atlanta and a historic night for Kirk Cousins, who threw for over 500 yards and 4 touchdowns. The Falcons improved to 3-2, while the Buccaneers dropped to 3-2. In the MLB playoffs, the Brewers faced the Mets in a wild card elimination game. After an intense pitching duel, it wasn't until the bottom of the seventh where the Brewers' first baseman, Jake Bauers, came in a pinch hit and sent a towering fly ball into the second deck to open the scoring and give the Brewers the lead. The very next batter was right fielder Sale Frelick, and the 24-year-old followed Bauers with another bomb to deep right field and take the 2-0 lead for the Brewers. The Mets down to their final out, and Pete Alonso comes up to bat with runners on the corners. Here's Mets radio host Howie Rose with the call.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball to right field. Pretty well hit. Frelick back at the wall. He jumps. It's gone. He did it. He did it. Pete Alonso.
Bryce Turang was the Brewers' last hope, and he grounded out into a double play to advance the Mets to the divisional. Here's what the hero of the game, Pete Alonso, had to say.
For the team right there. Man, this is such a special effort all series. Man, we've worked so hard all year to get to this point. I'm just so happy.
Tonight, Michigan and Washington had a national championship rematch in Seattle. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Late in the first, Will Rogers completes the pass to Denzel Boston for 3 yards and a Washington touchdown, the first score of the night. With just over 5 minutes left going into the half and trailing by 14, Michigan's Donovan Edwards runs for the 39 yards into the end zone and puts the Wolverines on the board. In the first drive of the third, Washington quarterback Jake Tuttle passes to Colston Loveland for 8 yards and a touchdown in their first lead. With things tied up early in the fourth, Ernest Hausman intercepts it for the Wolverines. Washington would later regain possession with 6 minutes remaining and drive the ball down the field for Jonah Coleman, who would take the handoff for the 1-yard touchdown run to give the Washington the lead. With just over 3 minutes remaining in the game, Michigan attempts to come back, but Cameron Fabiukulainen intercepts the pass for the Huskies. Washington would go on to kick another field goal, securing the 27-17 victory. That's all for the sports update. For Orange Power Studios, I'm Justin Arney.